Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. I'm Ashley and this is my world of books, writing, and vlogging. And today's video is my first video of 2023. It's gonna be my January TBR. I'm going to start doing monthly TBRs and wrap-ups to kind of help me keep my reading goals for the year and to help me lessen my TBR pile. I'm not gonna hold myself too strictly to the TBRs. It's gonna be okay if I don't finish all the books I plan for that month. I'm gonna hope that the farther I get into the year, the more I'll get through in that month that I plan. Like, I'm not expecting to finish all the books for January, but hopefully the more I do it and the more I get into a pattern and a habit with reading this year, I'll be able to finish more of my monthly goals. So let's just jump right into it. I'm being reasonable for the first couple months. I'm not gonna put too many books on my list. I'm just doing a reasonable number that I think I can at least try to do each month. So I'm gonna start with just giving myself 2 books for January. I figured I can allot each book 2 weeks, and that makes up a month. So that sounded reasonable to me. Give one book 2 weeks each, and then I'll be able to say I finished 2 books in a month, which is a lot better than I did last year. So the first book I'll be reading for January, and I'm reading it now since I finished the last book, An Abundance of Catherine. So my current read and the first book I'm reading for January is The Cellar by Natasha Preston. This is a new type of book genre for me to read. I think it's technically a thriller book. I read the summary and I was very intrigued by it. So I'm gonna read you guys the summary now just so you can get a gist of what it's about. It starts with a little snippet of the actual book. So it goes, Lily, my stomach dropped as a tall, dark-haired man stepped into view. Had he been hiding between the trees? No, sorry. Gulping, I took a step back. I'm not Lily. He shook his head, a satisfied grin on his face. No, you are Lily. I'm Summer. You're the wrong person, you utter freak. I could hear my pulse crashing in my ears. How stupid to give him my real name. He continued to stare at me, smiling. It made me feel sick. You are Lily, he repeated. Before I could blink, he threw his arms forward and grabbed me. I tried to shout, but he clapped his hand over my mouth, muffling my screams. My heart raced. I'm going to die. And then it goes into a small little summary. For months, Summer was trapped in a cellar with the man who took her and 3 other guards, Rose, Poppy, and Violet. His perfect, pure flowers, his family. But flowers can't survive long, cut off from the sun, and time is running out. So that really intrigued me. Last book, so I'm really branching out from what I normally read, and I really think I'm gonna like this. It's definitely something different. I've never really read any kind of thriller book before, but I'm really interested in it, and it sounds like it's gonna be like suspenseful and keep you on your toes, and in an exciting way like that, but also kind of terrifying. So that's the first book I'll be reading in January. The second and the last book I'll be reading for January is Everless by Sarah Holland. Ignore the Target sticker. I haven't taken that off yet. I'm pretty sure that this book will be back to my roots with like fantasy and dystopian. So it's been a while since I've read this summary, so I'm gonna read it to you guys now, and we'll see how we like it together. I think there's 2. Yeah. The little part on the back says, at first, I think that time has stopped again, but there's blood spreading over the floor. Time hasn't stopped. It's just that the room is utterly silent as the tomb it has become. Wow. And then the inside flap is probably a more detailed description. It goes, in the land of Sempera, the rich control everything, even time. Ever since the fabled age of alchemy and sorcery, hours, days, and years have been extracted from blood, bound to iron, and preserved in coins. Now aristocrats like the Goling family flourish for centuries, while commoners live out their scant years in bitter resentment. And no one resents the Golings more than Jules Ember. She and her father were once servants at Everless, the Golings' palatial estate, until a fateful accident drove them away. Now desperate to earn time, Jules returns to Everless amidst preparations for the wedding of Roan, the youngest Golin lord, to the Queen's daughter. Between Roan's unexpected kindness, his brother Liam's cruelty, and the chilling rumors surrounding the Queen, Everless holds more temptations and danger than Jules thought possible. The stories of her childhood begin to take on new significance, spiraling her deeper into a past she hardly recognizes and revealing a tangle of violent secrets that could change her future and the future of time itself forever. So it's definitely sounds different than any other fantasy type books I've read. It sounds like it has a bit to do with time travel, but not really time travel, just like time itself. So I'm really intrigued to read this. It felt good to read that summary to kind of get the gist of what this book is about. And I really like the cover. It's really pretty with the hourglass, and then I guess the palace there, if you guys can see it. So these 2 books have been on my TBR for a long time, and I'm excited that I'm finally getting to them. And yeah, so these are the 2 books on my TBR for January. Hopefully I'll do good this month. Maybe finish one and be on the other. That's what I'm kind of thinking I could be, or at least going on to this one, because yeah, I would like to make a dent in my TBR and succeed in my reading goals. So what are your reading plans for January? Let me know in the comments down below. What are you currently reading? What books are you most looking forward to in 2023? Anything like that, you can comment down below about. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and if you can't wait to see my January wrap up to see how I did. And if you're not subscribed, please do if you want to see more book content from me. And like always, I'll see you guys again in my next video. Bye. I can feel